Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to create this food app using Figma. So if this is your first time here, make sure to subscribe, like and comment, and also share to your friends and families. So lastly, without wasting any more time, let's dive into what we are going to be doing for today. So let's go. So just go to your assets panel. Let me show you how I got here. So normally when you get to this page, you first of all see like your files, the pages and the layouts, but you go over to your assets panel. So once you click on the asset, then you search for status bar. So we'll insert the status bar. So once we've done that, then we go in and bring in our frame. So for this, we're going to be using the iPhone 13 mini. So I'm going to rename this to Splash. So this is going to be our splash screen. Then we apply the color that we have on the sample we had earlier. So now I'm going to be editing this, so I'll have to detach this instance so that I can properly edit this. So, but before I edit this, I'll just show you, I want to go over the grids. So we have like a proper guideline when we are working on this. I don't know if you can see the grids. So we're going to have like 4 counts. For me, that's the standard I normally use for mobile, and we're going to have like 16. So I'm going to be using like a margin of 16. So this layer out here will be 16. Let's change the color since this is so you can properly see it. So this right here is our margin. So let's just use probably we're going to be using, let's use 16 also for the gota. So the gota is like the distance between these columns. So we have our margin at 16, then our gota at 16, then the count is 4. Or you can also leave your gota at 20. Let's leave it at 20. So now, then we drag this in. So we drag this in. So I wanted to show you something. That's why I put this in, because I want to maintain a margin of 16. So we take this right to the top, and then, so since we're working with a margin of 16, let's just turn off this. Let's turn off the white lights. So let me just turn it off. So now we're going to change the colors. Let me remove the grid lines. Let me off the grid lines so that we can see what we are doing properly. Then let's change this to white. So now we already have it at white. So now you can see it's already the color white. So now the next thing I did was to bring in this. So we're just going to put it down here. Then press key on your keyboard to bring out this scale panel over here. And I'm going to make this 400. Okay, let's just increase it. Let's see how it goes. Okay, let's have this. Then let's name it Good Meal. Good Meal. Alright, so we're going to put this at 40 and this at auto. So why I'm going to put this at auto, the line height, because if you look at this, you see the lines are kind of like the inside the good meal. So I want it to just assume like an auto. Yeah, you see, so it has taken the full height and it's looking okay now. So we have good meal. So that's that. So we have successfully completed well, this looks to be, let me just reduce it again. I think 40 works well. So I think this is good to go. So now we are done with our splash screen. Let's move over to what's next. So next we are going to be designing our home. We're going to be designing the home. So I'm just going to duplicate this. So I'm going to name this home, and we're going to remove this color, and I think we have like a background color here. Let me use this. So we're going to change this to white. I'm going to change the color. Then let's change it to 1A. Alright, then remove this. We're not going to be needing this and this. So now it's time to go right into it. So, but for this, we're going to be using our grids. Don't forget, always turn on your grid. Let me quickly edit that. Let me reduce the opacity so we can see what we are working on. So now, the first thing we are going to bring in. So I'm just going to be transparent with you and show you where I get my icons, so you don't have any troubles getting your icons. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be using Huge Icons Pro. So if you want to bring this in, you can just go to your plugins, you right click. Don't forget you right click. Anytime you see me bringing out this panel, just know that I right click. I did a right click on my mouse. Then I go over to manage plugins. So I click on manage plugins. So then, yeah, you see it here. You can just search Huge Icons. Then once you see this, then you can click on it. Then you see it opens. So we are going to be using Huge Icons for this tutorial. Let's wait and see. So I'm going to be bringing in the menu icon. So which one are we going to use? Let's use this. Let's click on this. So once you click on this, it should tell you that it has been added to the layout. Okay, I think I'll have to click that again. Alright, so you can see it here. So if you want to see this, just hold your Alt on your keyboard, the Alt on your keyboard, that's Alt. Then we're going to be using, let's use 16 for this. Let's use 16, and the margin, so distance from here, and you hover on the status bar to see the distance between the icon and the status bar. So I think next we're going to bring in the location. So the location is going to be next. So we click on location, and we've successfully brought in the location. So now I'm going to type in the text. Look, Lagos, Nigeria. So we're going to be using typography here. We're going to be using DM Sans. Don't forget DM Sans. So I'm going to be turning this to medium. And put this and apply an auto layout to this. So if you want to apply auto layout, just go over here, then you click on your Shift A, then bring it in here. So at the far end, we're going to add our icon, our profile icon. So bring in a frame, and this frame should be like, let's give it, so I clicked on the scale again, that's holding Ctrl K. Then I'm going to bring this over here, then to add colors to this. So let's just give it like D9, and let's give it like a corner radius of 100. So now we have our first row. So we add auto layout to it, and I'm going to give it a width of, that's the total layout, I'm going to give it a width of 343. So now this guy is going to fill the container so that this guy can go to the end. Then we put this up down. So now we've successfully gotten this. Don't forget, always mind your margins. Always mind your margins to always be on point. So next we're going to bring in a frame, because we're going to do the little banner. We go to work on the little banner. Let's give it a height of 100. Let's give it a height of 100, and we add color. Then we add a fill to it. So the fill, we're going to be adding our red color and give it like a corner radius of 16. I think 16 is too much, so 12 looks okay. So let's give it like 24. Distance of 24 from the top. So this is 16 and this is 100. So I think this is good to go. Then we bring in our mill. Then I just use the scale to reduce it, then push it inside. You know what? I'm going to click on Ctrl X, then select this frame. Let me go to the files so we can name all these. So select the banner. This should be at the top. Should be at the top. Then this follows. Is then the banner. So selecting the banner, I'll just click on paste. Then it has automatically entered inside it. Sorry about that. So we're just going to take it up. Then use the scale. Make sure that this is activated so that you can scale it, because if the scale is not activated, it won't scale properly. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to put this here. Yeah. So the next thing we're going to type in now. So we're going to select this and click on good new. So we're going to use like a distance of 16 and 16. I think this is okay. Then give it like semi-bold, and this should be like 24. Let's see how that looks. 24 looks okay. Alright, so now the next thing is going to be our CTA. So our CTA is order now. So for the order now, we're just going to use like a font of 16, font size of 16. Then we're just going to put it within a frame. Then add a fill to the frame. Let me put it like 20%. Yeah, 20% is okay. Then apply auto layout. Then this should be 8 and this should be 16. So most times there is something I like doing when I'm always working with auto layout. So for buttons, mostly my CTA, I like this place should, the size here, or let's say this size should be 2 times bigger than the one up here. So if this is going to be 8, then the size that's going to be here is going to be 2 times of what we have here. So this is 8, and 2 times of 8 is like 16. So then we have like a round corner radius. So this is the corner radius. I've set the corner radius to 100. So I hope you got that. For me, that's mostly, is either I do it 3 times or I do it 2 times. But for this, we're going to be using 2 times of what we have at the top, from top to the main content. So we're going to have like 16 because that's what we're working with, and we're going to have like 16 from below also. So let's see how it looks. Okay, it looks too close. Let's make the height of this banner 120. And let's maintain our 16 here. Let's see how it goes. So since it's already there, let me just make this 24. Alright, so I think this is okay. So let's make progress. So next line, we're going to bring in our search bar. So for our search bar, we're going to bring in a frame, and we're going to give it color white. So we're going to give it color white and a corner radius of 100. why I'm making it 100 is based on I want the corners to be like curved 100%. Oh, I can see the white has opacity of, okay, I think we can see it now. Let's reduce it a bit so that we can properly see. Let's yeah, so this is okay. Then we bring in like our, so this is going to be used for the so we're going to be like 100%. Let's be curved. So let's say the height for this, let's use 48, and let's use the height for this also should be 48. So let's put them in one auto layer. Let's add auto layer to this, and let's make the distance 343 so that we can always work with our, so, and this guy should be fill exactly. Then after adding fill to it, then we remove this from auto. Let's just add like distance of like 20. I think 16 should be okay. 16 looks okay. So now let's work on let's bring in our icons. So we are going to bring in the search icon. So this is the search icon. Then we're also going to bring in the filter. I think I brought it in twice. So let's hit Ctrl X to cut it, then select this and paste it. So then use the position panel to properly adjust it, and then add colors to it. Then for this also, I'm just going to hit the X, Ctrl X, that's what I pressed, then click on Ctrl V to paste. Anytime you see me pasting something, it's Ctrl V that I use to paste. So let's use like 16 here. 16 is too small, 20 should be okay. 20 is okay. And then let's bring in, let's write out our text. So search. Yeah. So now this thing is going to be, our place for that text is going to be size 12, and let's make this regular. And then apply auto layout to it so that we can adjust it evenly. So I think 12 should be okay. I think 12 is okay. Or 8. Let's use 8. So 8 is okay. And let's use D9 for this. So it's 2 paints. Only one each. I think this is okay. But we can as well still reduce it a bit. Yeah, this is cool. So how many do we have here? So we're going to make the distance from the banner to this 24. I believe 24 is okay. So the next thing now, we're going to be designing our categories. So for our categories, we bring in the category. The first category is all. So let's apply color to that, and let's give it a corner radius of 100. And then the color is going to be our primary color, which is red. And then we apply the text within. So this is all. So let's give it like 16. I think 16 is okay. 16 is okay. And then let's do this same bold. So now let's apply auto layout to this. Wow. So don't forget the principle I said earlier. So we can do 12 by 24 here. think 12 by 24. Oh, looks a bit. Let's use 8 by 16. Okay, let's do this times 3 now. Hey, you see what I was saying the other time? So that's it. So now let's use 24 here. Let's do 16 here. Yep. But I would like to create a component for this. Let's name this selected, or let's call this active category, and then make it a component and add a variance. So the variance will be like the other way. So the variance will look like this. So we're going to add like a white color to the variance. So the variance is going to be white. Let's just make it F instead. I think that will be close to our background. So now the font inside will be black. Or let's use 1A. So now we're going to be using this. So let's paste to replace, because I've already copied this. I'll right click. Let me show you how I do. Then click on copy. Then paste to replace. Most times I do paste to replace. So now you see it's already showing the purple outline indicating that it's a component. So now I'm going to add auto layout to this, then change this to variant 2. So you see now variant 2 has the white color. So variant 2 it's pizza. So what we have next, we have 2 more. We have burger and sandwich. So let's do this burger, and let's do this sandwich. Alright. So let's apply. So this time let's do like 8. Let's see how 8 looks. Okay, 8 is not looking bad, so we can use 8. So the next part is we're gonna create our cards. The card for the food. So to do that, I'll just have to bring in a frame. Then corner radius, add the corner radius of like 12, and add color to it. Then don't forget, always look at your margin. Alright, so we are going to bring in our image. That's the food image. Okay, I think it's similar to this. So, but we are going to scale it down to, let's just say 200. 200 is still looking a bit big. Let's do like 120. So then I hit cut. Just use Ctrl X to cut it. Then select this and paste. So now we have this here. Then we'll center it properly. Let's use like 16 from the top. And then let's now add our text. So we click on this burger. So we're going to use placeholder text of 12. Then make this medium. Then take it up. And let's look at our, so since we're using 16, let's maintain that. This is like 12 here, and let's add this. So this will be like the price. So let's say the price is like $20. Or let's just make it 0. Like 20 cents. Then we apply auto layout. Take it to the right. And I think this should be like 0. So this should be a bit bigger. Let's use this to be 16. Hit this place to give it like an auto width. So this should be hung. And this guy should also center to the right. think then this should be semi-bold. Yes, I'm going to be selecting that. Just hold Alt while dragging to duplicate. Hold Alt while dragging to duplicate. So let's do this 32. I think 32 is okay. Don't forget 16. And then center this. So now we are going to change this. Let me reduce this to 100. Alright, now so we are going to bring in our icon that will indicate that the user can click on, can make this particular card his favorite. So let's first of all change this to plus, to the plus sign. So let's select the plus sign. So it has changed to the plus sign. So now let's bring in the hearts. So this is going to indicate, oh, I hope it doesn't change that. Okay, so it is going to be right here. I think this is too much. Let's make this 12 and let's make this 12. And then let's reduce it to like 16. I think 16 is too small, 20 should be okay. So I think this is okay. So then let's give this a gray feel. Let's give this a gray feel. Yep. So now we're going to make this a component so we can reuse it and easily edit it for later. So let's bring this. Let's name it card. And turn this off. Close this, so make it a component. And then we copy this and we paste here. And we'll have to make this image a component so that we can always paste it. So we need to put this here and make it a component and then paste it inside here so that we can easily change this image anytime you want to. Because if you don't make this a component, you might have issues doing the change later on. So now let's apply this and then let's add auto layout to it. Let's have auto layout 16. So I think we should increase the cards. Let's give it a height of like let's do 200 or let's do 240. Alright, I think 240 will be bad, but I think 220 will be better. So let's take this. So this is a component and let's check out this distance from here. Let's check. Okay, so I think this is good to go. Now we'll have to, the next image is the sandwich. So let's bring in the sandwich. So let's take it over there first. Let's take it over here first. So this has a width of 100. So let's also give it a width of 100. Always use the scale to scale down things. Then don't forget, make it a component so you can paste it. So let's quickly rename it to sandwich. Then let's name this burger. So now to change this image, now we'll just click on the image, then you click on this place, then you have to select sandwich. So you see, if you want to change it here, you can always see your component here. You just have to come here to swap to sandwich. So we're just going to edit the text. sand finish. So alright, I think we should reduce this to 10 or 11 and see what we have. Let's reduce it to 12. I think 12 is okay. So you see now I can easily edit wherever I want to edit because I made this a component. So I think that's that for that. So the next thing is the next category. In the next category we're going to call it popular food. Or let's look at popular meals. Let's make this. So if you click on your down arrow, it goes only once. But if you hold shift and click your down arrow, it moves in tens. Like it increases with 10. So it's 24 that we are targeting. So that's that for that. So the last phase will be this. So we're going to add the color of white. So we're going to add this color white and give it corner radius of 12. Then don't forget 343 so that we maintain our margin. So for this we're just going to make this 12. So I think so far we're making progress. But we've not added an image here. I think we'll do that soon. Let's finish up with this. So let's bring in the burger. So we are going to hold Alt to be able to duplicate this. So then move it here. Oh, but we want like something smaller. Let me see the height we apply to this. Let's give it like 100. I think 100 is okay. Then for this we use K to scale it down to 60. I think 60 is okay. Yeah, 60. Alright, so the next thing will be, so we can just bring in this since we've already created it. Can just bring in this here. Can just hold Alt to duplicate it. Oh, I think it only brought in this. Well, let's just even copy this. Let's copy it and paste. Ctrl V to paste. Then we have it here. Let's do 24. 24 looks a bit far, so let's do 16. So now we have to copy this also and paste so you can add it. Then don't forget our margin. We 16. So distance from here to here is 16. And here, lastly, our favorite. Then we paste it. So this will be this guy. So let's see how many this is. Let's make this 32. And let's make this also 32. So now let's add auto layout to them. Let's apply auto layout and give it like a distance of 16 is okay. Then always check your margins and make sure everything is okay and perfect. So center them properly, 20, 16, 16. Alright, so we are done with this. So far this is what we have. And then let's add images to this. So for this we're going to use Unsplash. I just look for a random icon and add it to it. So I already have Unsplash plugin here. So now we are going to search for portrait. Let's see if that's the right keyword. So I hit enter, that's why I didn't have to click on search. Alright, let's see the portraits that are available. I like this. Oh, I like this. You know what? Let's make use of. Let's use this. Ooh, it looks sharp. So we have completed the first two parts, which is the splash screen and that. So this is what we have so far. So now we'll have to move all these components. You know what? Let's just select everything once and then move them. So this is okay now. So now let's duplicate this splash screen because it has less details that I can delete. And then let's select, first of all, let's delete every other thing. So for duplicating, I press Ctrl D. If you keep wondering like how I am doing that, it's Ctrl D. So we are changing this to details. Then, so sorry, I'm not naming my component. So for the last part, which is the detail page, we're just going to change this to our background color and just pick color from here, and then change this. Let's just give it 0. So now for this part now, we're going to bring in a frame. Have to pull it. Then we add color to this frame. Then now I want to customize the corner radius. So the both sides, this place and this place will remain the way they are. I'm just going to edit this. Let's give this like 1000. Oh, that's too much. Okay, let's do 100. 100 is still okay. Let's just use 1000. Yeah, so this is basically what I'm looking for, and I'll just drag this up to just fill the whole thing. Let's just give it a height of like 360. Then we just add the status bar inside this. So we have to change the color of the status bar. Let's change it back to white. Yep. So now we're going to add our burger. So I'm going to copy it from this, or let's just copy this. Let's copy this. So we're going to select this and paste. So now we've pasted it, we'll just hit this K to scale it. So now you might be wondering, oh, but it's cutting up the image. Don't worry, we'll fix that in a few minutes now. So now to make it visible, we'll just have to click this. So clip content is what's making it not display. So we are just going to click on this, then bring this down. So let's see if this works. Let's take it to the top a bit. Let's move this. Let's change this to 320. Then let's take this guy to the top. Alright, I think this looks okay. This looks okay. So we just have to select it and center it properly. So now we move over to what's next. So I'm not going to, let's continue. So now the next thing will be our hamburger, and Let's name this hamburger. So let's go to the hamburger. Let's start between here 16. Let's give it like 20. 20 is okay. And then 16, and distance from here to here should be like I think 40 looks great. So the next aspect to be reviews. So for the reviews is going to be like, let's give it like 12. Now we're going to bring in our star. We're going to bring in a star. Alright, so bringing the star. Let's turn this off. So now we have to, let's quickly reduce this. Let's use this to 12. Then the strokes. Keep this using Ctrl D. So we just have to use auto layer. And then distance shouldn't be auto, should be like 12. I think 12 is too much. 4 seems very okay. So 3, 4, 5. So let's see, for this we have just 3 stars. Let's change this color. So this should be hog. We add auto layer to this also. So now we're going to say it was at 50 cents. Now it's not. This. Then turn this to gray. So we're going to go over here, type settings, to give it a stroke. Yep, to give it a stroke. Then we're going to change the color to gray. Yep. So now we're going to add all this into add the layer to all this. Then give it like, let's say 4. 4 should be okay. 4 doesn't look bad though. Well, let's reduce this test. Let's put it to like 16. I think 20 is okay. And the distance is looking too much. Let's give it like distance. They should. So now we're going to add like the area where users can increase or decrease the quantity they want. So since we're giving this 100, we'll just bring in this one of this. Then I select this and I use paste. Then it should be at the right, then duplicate it, and one should be at the left. So this should be the minus, then we'll bring in our text. I will draw a frame, an invisible frame. So the frame should be like 24. So let's give this frame color so we can see what we are doing. This text, its center is 3. I think it looks very small, so let's make it 16. Yep. Alright, so now that we've gotten that, we just have to remove the fill from this. Then select the one and add color to, let's give like 0 or something. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add this, make this an auto layer. Then I think they should just have this as like 8. If this is okay, then they're going to have like a padding of 8 all through. Yep. So we center it properly. This. To reduce this, let me reduce this to 20. Should be 20. This place is supposed to be the reduce sign. So let's go back to the huge icon. So we are going to first of all add the minus sign to reduce the quantity user or the units the user might want to get. So that's being done. We've gotten that. So now we're going to search for left. That's, we want to include a back button here. So let me duplicate this, holding Alt and dragging it inside here. Yeah. So this should be like 32. Let's make this 40. I think 32 is good. The back button. And the icon has appeared here. Then we hold Alt and drag to add the more. Let's add this. Let's add to be out of this. The width should be 343. Alright, so let's head back to this. Now the next place now will be more information. That's where we're going to be working on. You see me using the Alt a lot, the Alt and drag a lot, so that's a shortcut. So for this, I think they look too clustered, so it is okay. And this guy is to look. So this should be, I think 36 is okay for that. So now the next thing we're going to do is to add text to this. So this text does we are supposed to add lorem ipsum inside here for the random text. So I'm going to show you lorem ipsum plugin that you can use. So don't forget 343. So now we're going to right click on this and go to plugins. So I already have the lorem ipsum. If you don't have it, you just go to manage plugins. I'm just doing this for people that might not know their way around Figma, but if you are I'm going to select this now. We just want to generate like 2 sentences. Let's see how 2 sentences looks. I think this is okay for it. And we're just going to make it 14. Then the line height is too much, so let's just set it at 18. I'm sorry, auto should be like the regular. We can just copy and duplicate this again. Fill is not enough, and this is not bad. Then we'll give it like a gray hue, so it doesn't have to be pure black, you know. But this gray hue is looking too so out of place. I think this is working. Another thing we need to do, we need to change it to regular. Alright, so this is okay then, 12. And we do this. Yeah, so it assumes, so it hugs the text. So lastly, we're going to create a button. So let's name the button checkout. So let's add a frame on top. So drawing a frame on top of this automatically puts the text inside the frame. So our frame color will be red. So we're going to use the 100 corner radius, just like we normally do. Then we're not going to use hug here. We're going to use 343 for this. Then we center it properly. Then 36 shouldn't be bad, but it looks a bit too far from. So I'm going to add auto layout to this, then this and this, place them in one auto layout too. Okay. I think we can come down a bit. Let's make this 40. Then we'll change this to 16 and change the color to white. It should be semi bold. Alright. So if you've been here with me up to this point, thank you very much, and make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and also comment. If you have any challenges, just drop them on the comment section and I'm going to reply you as soon as I can. Thank you.